Here's the Porsche of Wehrlein, the championship leader, 6th. He's not into the Duels, and Van Dorn is 10th. Reigning champion for DS Penske, 10th. It's Hughes, Evans, Fenestraz and Buemi who advance through to the Duels. Jake Hughes cancelled 2 best lap times for not respecting the minimum pit stop time, and that will promote Max Günther into the Duels. Here comes Jean-Eric Vergne through the final corner, second quickest at the moment, doesn't improve but remains in second place. Rast, Vergne, Bird, Mortara, the 4 drivers into the Duels. Quarterfinal 1, Sebastian Buemi versus Sasha Fenestraz. Fenestraz clunks over the curbs, the gap's just 1/100th of a second. Which of these 2 is going to be through to the semi-finals? It's Buemi by a 10th.
Günther versus Evans. Oh, Günther's off.
Wide from Günther, and he's now 4 tenths away from Mitch Evans. Here comes Evans across the line, and he goes through into the semi-finals. It's Sam Bird versus Jean-Eric Vergne. Bird comes across the line, does a 13.4. Vergne is now 300ths back. Through the final corner, it's going to be incredibly tight. Who's through to the semi-finals? It is Bird by 300ths of a second. Jean-Eric Vergne rapid in the final sector. Eduardo Mortara for Maserati MSG versus René Rast for Neom McLaren. Into the chicane comes Rast.
Oh, that's a big slide.
Big slide. And Mortara's gained a couple of tenths because of that. Gap has stabilised. Now a little Rast off. Rast bouncing over the curbs. Down at 12 and 13. And that's half a second. And Mortara comes across the line, and that should be enough to see him through into the semi-finals. Rast into the pit chicane, gap up to 6 tenths now. Fighting the rear of the car after getting some dirt going off the circuit. And Mortara is through. Bird and Mortara have had their quarter-final lap times deleted for track limits. So, with the lap times deleted of Bird and Mortara, it means that Vergne wins the 3rd quarter-final, but it means no one wins the 4th quarter-final, so Jean-Eric Vergne is through to the semi-finals by himself. Sebastian Buemi versus Mitch Evans. Neat and tidy for both of them. Into the final corner, Evans currently over 2 tenths of a second up, and Evans is through to the final. Mitch Evans will be on the front row of the grid. In order to progress through, you can't advance through from the semi-final if you don't set a lap time. So here comes Vergne into the final corner, and his lap time is a 13.4. It's a quick old lap that from Vergne. That's quicker than he went in the quarterfinal. This is how we got here. For Evans, it was fine. He beat Günther, beat Buemi. He's into the final. Vergne beat Bird, and then didn't have to face anyone in the semi-finals. 1-1 in their head-to-heads in the past, but this one is for pole position.
Oh, that was so committed. Wow, that was really, really impressive. But only 20 thousandths of a second. Evans a much cleaner, neater run. Didn't really get a slide. I wonder if yeah, there we go, quicker than Jeff there. It did look like a cleaner run. Down to the hairpin. Can he get the car stopped? Get the nose into the apex? Nicely done there. Good traction and drive on the way out. But Jeff has pulled some time back. 27 thousandths between them.
So Vergne has the slight advantage as he comes through the middle sector. He's further around the lap than Mitch Evans. We've got Mitch Evans on the onboard on the bottom right, and Evans is back ahead by 0.05 of a second. This is a really, really tight one. It's going to be so much won and lost in this 12 and 13. Vergne made it through okay. He's closing in on Evans. Watch Evans on the bottom right into this right and left. He hooks it up nicely as well. Really straddles the curb on his way out. Through turn 14. Evans' advantage. Now 0.07 of a second. 3 points and pole position on the line. Vergne across the line. Does a 13.2. That's a really quick lap. But Evans has just got one more corner to go. Can he do it? He can. By 0.02 of a second, Mitch Evans is on pole position for Jaguar.
That's you're in 0.02. Well done.